Welcome to the Morning Update. I'm Erin Ramsey. Over 20 additional COVID exposure sites have been listed in Queensland, including a flight from Melbourne to Brisbane. Passengers on board Monday afternoon's Virgin Australia flight VA333 trip have been forced into isolation after someone tested positive. Meantime, there's also reports a Brisbane woman who visited a northern New South Wales hotspot has also tested positive. Staying in Queensland, 4 people, including a young child, have been killed in a fiery crash southwest of Brisbane. It's believed a black sedan, possibly travelling the wrong way, collided head-on with a 4-wheel drive at Ipswich. Both vehicles burst into flames. The New South Wales government's gone ahead with its threat to stand down health workers who have not received a Covid-19 vaccine. Gerard Hayes from the Health Services Union says between 3,000 and 5,000 staff have been stood down.
That's across all of New South Wales, but any loss of any health worker will put further pressure on the system.
There's been a spike in the number of Australians trying to renew their passport. More than 165,000 applications have been received since July. That's up 45,000 on last year. And the military will begin delivering fuel in the UK this week in a bid to end a shortage of petrol. The crisis has been caused by a lack of delivery drivers. To sport now, and Saturday's rugby test between Australia and Argentina on the Gold Coast is in doubt. 8 Argentinian players and staff took a day trip to Byron Bay yesterday and were denied access back into Queensland at the border last night. In cricket, the Australian women's team begins a one-off day-night test match against India on the Gold Coast today. And in tennis, Ash Barty's back home for a break after a long year overseas. She's yet to decide whether to go to Mexico in November for the WTA finals. In entertainment news, just a day after the premiere of his final James Bond film, Daniel Craig already has his next project all lined up. The actor taking to Broadway as the lead in William Shakespeare's Macbeth. The Britney Spears conservatorship case has returned to court this morning. The pop star's father, Jamie, is speaking at the hearing via video link. A judge set to decide whether he will be removed from the arrangement after 13 years. And a lost 33-minute interview featuring John Lennon and Yoko Ono being interviewed by 4 Danish teenagers in 1970 has sold for more than $58,000. That's your latest from the Nova podcast team. We'll see you this afternoon for another episode of The Update.